Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today, we have seen some reports in Western media that indicates there is a probability, or a possibility, I should say, not a probability, a possibility, that some sort of a coup d'etat could be in the works for Vladimir Putin, meaning there is talk that elements within the FSB and or the Russian actual military, the armed forces, there could be enough disgruntled personnel in which we could, in fact, see some sort of a coup d'etat. And I wanted to talk about why that is unlikely and what Vladimir Putin has done to shelter himself from a possible military coup d'etat. So there are several organizations that Vladimir Putin directly controls outside of the military command structure that has actual kinetic military power. So the first force that's really designed to, what you would say, protect Vladimir Putin and the office of the president is the Federal Security Service. The Federal Protective Service, not the Federal Security Service, the Federal Protective Service, also known as the FSO. This is not to be confused with the Federal Security Service or the FSB. Completely separate organization, again called the Federal Protective Service, or the FSO, that is directly responsible for the protection of the president of the Russian Federation. Now, this agency is over 50,000 personnel, well over 50,000 personnel, and within the FSO is the actual presidential security service, or presidential security allocated to Vladimir Putin, and that is estimated anywhere from 9,000 to as many as 38,000 personnel, both paramilitary, plainclothes, much like the U.S. Secret Service, secret agent type of personnel, and actual kinetic, again, paramilitary forces that exist. The next layer of defense for the regime, or for Vladimir Putin would be the Russian National Guard. And I wanted to take you on a little bit of a tour here on our map. So the National Guard, the estimated strength is roughly 340,000 personnel. That is broken up into several different command type structures. So you have the largest component of the National Guard, which is the National Guard Forces Command, which is made up of largely of the internal troops that at one point actually belonged to the Ministry of the Interior. So you had the Ministry of the Interior, and then within that you had the internal troops of the Russian Federation. The actual the component of the internal troops of the Russian Federation were then moved over to the National Guard Forces Command, and you also have the anti-riot forces, the OMON forces, and then you also have SOBOR, SOBR, which are more like federal special SWAT teams that exist. And what we're going to look at on our map here is specifically the Dzerzhinsky Division, the ODON, or the maneuver division within the National Guard Forces Command. And this force is about 10 miles just outside of Moscow. This is again a completely separate element from the actual Russian armed forces. This is part of the Russian National Guard Forces Command, and is probably one of the most elite formations in terms of large formations within the Russian National Guard. And this is it right here. And you can clearly see it is a sprawling complex, and you'll get an idea of the size of it if I go to my street view, and we'll pull it over and we'll drag, and you can obviously see the area that's not highlighted is part of that force. And if you go over here just to confirm, and you'll go to street view, you can see all the trucks and stuff. And you gotta love Google Earth for military intel, and you can clearly see the symbology of the National Guard forces, and you can also see one thing that also stands out if you go into Google Earth and you look at other Russian military facilities, you can see that this facility gets a lot of attention. The outer wall is in very good shape, and the barracks and facilities, the buildings inside of this compound are very well maintained, which means they get more money than some other military units or even other National Guard units. But this would be one of the first probably responding units that Vladimir Putin keeps very, very loyal to his regime. And what you'll notice here as we scroll in, you can see if you ever have a chance to go into Google Earth and look at Russian military sites, you'll know you're looking at a Russian military site. One, you'll see obviously motor pools and what have you, but you also see these. These are parade fields where you'll have the actual barracks, and the soldiers leave their barracks and they can stand in their corresponding company positions. And they're very well marked out there for you to see. Another way to identify Russian National Guard units as well is the orange roof of the buildings. Another key feature of the Russian National Guard forces. Not all of them have that, but some of the newer buildings are all painted orange for whatever reason. And again, more parade fields where the individual units can come out and stand in parade formations in front of their companies, battalions, and what have you. So again, you can see an incredibly large facility that hosts a number of motor pools, barracks, and just massive. I understand that this unit, this division, contains anywhere from 15,000 to as many as 20,000 personnel. And they have a number of operational regiments, including the Special Operations Regiment of the actual Russian National Guard itself, too. And this unit, again, is directly comes under the command of Zolotov, who is a close Vladimir Putin ally. He was originally his bodyguard, and now he controls the entire Russian National Guard, 340,000 personnel. But we think this would be a key unit outside of the FSO. Obviously, the FSO would come into play with securing Vladimir Putin in case of some sort of coup d'etat. I would imagine he would be ushered off into some sort of bunker, and you would probably see some sort of internal fighting taking place between elements of the Russian National Guard, FSO, other security agencies could come into play as well against any rebelling, possibly military units of the Russian Federation. But this is all open source information. Feel free to obviously go in and have a look for yourself. But sprawling military base and really a key feature that secures the regime of Vladimir Putin. So hope that was interesting, and we'll have of more again very, very soon. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day.